one of the functions of the heart, number one, is it acts as the master of the body. It's the captain of the ship. It's the one that is in charge, and it is what leads, it affects the rest of the body and the rest of our actions. The second function of the heart, Allah tells us in the Quran, لَهُمْ قُلُوبٌ لَا يَفْقَهُونَ بِهَا. لَهُمْ قُلُوبٌ لَا يَفْقَهُونَ بِهَا. Now that's an interesting statement, because it means they have hearts that they do not reason with. Or in other words, they have hearts that they do not understand with. So this means that your reasoning and your understanding is through the heart, is through the lens of the heart. Whatever is the condition of the heart is how you understand the world. It isn't, don't think it's just going in the mind and it's just being processed by the mind, but it is being processed through the heart. So for example, perhaps a person who has a problem with honesty, struggles with being honest, will see the world as everybody's lying. Everybody's being dishonest. It affects how you see the world because this is something you struggle with. If you're a person who doesn't always maybe have good intentions, you assume others don't have good intention. And vice versa too. You'll find some people and they just, they always give others the benefit of the doubt, always assuming best intentions from others. And that's a reflection of the heart. When you yourself have a clean heart, you assume others do as well. And that's how you interpret the world. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran that it is not the eyes that become blind, but it is the heart inside the chest. Therefore, there could be people who see with the eyes and yet they are blind. And others who could be blind in the eyes and they actually see. The reason for this is true sight, true basira, is the sight of the heart. It's not the sight of the eyes. Allah says that it's not the eyes that become blind. It is the heart inside the chest that becomes blind. So that's why I can be looking at something. Two people could be looking at the exact same thing and see it completely differently. And that's because the heart is the lens. It's not the eyes. Example is how we look at things that happen in our lives. Okay? The same scenario to one person looks like a calamity. The same one to another person looks like a blessing. And you know why that is? It's how they view it. It's how it is viewed by the heart. The one whose heart is full of love of dunya, it's full of hubb ad-dunya, is going to interpret things based on dunya. Okay? So for example, money. A person who wins $1 million, did they just get something good? Well, the question is, depends on which criteria you use. If you use the criteria of dunya, have they gotten something good? Yes, they won $1 million. Good thing. But what if that money brought them away from Allah? If you're looking at the dunya as your criteria, then it's good to get money and it's bad to lose money, correct? Okay. But if you have a different type of lens, the criteria is not about gaining or losing dunya. It is about what? It is about nearness or distance from Allah.